Previously on Transformers.
Today we celebrate a first. Explosives.
You're busy with the investigation. You don't need to be distracted by me.
Can't be a distraction when you're part of it, Mr. Witwicky.
The coordinates for the pods are coming in, as are the conditions of the occupants. They're all here on Earth, and most have been opened.
So, what are the odds looking like here?
5 Autobots versus 7 Decepticons max. Some of them have even more firepower than me.
Should we contact the military? If you explain that you're the good guys, maybe you can work together.
While your kind has shown a skill for conducting warfare, I cannot condone humans assisting in this conflict, as it would only lead to disaster. This is between Autobots and Decepticons. We will fight to defend you. 5 Autobots may not be many, but we are strong.
You keep saying 5, yet all I'm seeing is the 4 of you.
Well, there's Jazz, who's... Where is Jazz?
Last I saw, I think he was chasing after the cons to make sure they got off the ship.
Have we looked in the launch bay yet?
That's where I was when we crashed. He wasn't there.
The launch bay connects to several areas of the ship. Maybe he's in one of those. If he's in here, Teledran couldn't get to him because of the rubble. We'll have him back up and running in no time.
No!
This damage was not sustained in the crash. He was sliced to pieces.
Decepticons. I hate this planet.
That would make 2 of us. Good to see you online, Brawl.
And you, Commander Starscream. Are there any others?
Nitro, welcome.
Oh, it's good to be free of that pod. Ugh, we've been asleep for a long time.
Knockout reporting.
So, there's 3 of us missing.
The Berserker got killed by Prime's pet on the way to the escape pods. We won't be seeing him.
As the last to leave, I witnessed Megatron and Optimus locked in combat. I fear our master did not have time to escape, and so perished in the crash. In his absence, I will lead the Decepticons in his memory. With the Autobots gone, this planet will be easy to cleanse.
The Autobots live.
What do you mean, the Autobots live? There's no way they could have survived the crash of their ship!
The crash put them in a stasis like us. Their ship's systems activating is what brought us back.
So this ship turned back on! It doesn't mean they're still alive!
Except that I saw Bumblebee into their ship. The systems must have woken them up and repaired them.
Well, that's just wonderful. Stuck on some organic-infested dirt ball of a world with the Autobots.
That's 5 of them and 6 of us. One good shot with a proton cannon and they're scrap.
4. Jazz fell to my blades as we escaped the crash.
So the short one is dead. Big whoop. There's still Optimus Prime that we're going to have to worry about.
We assume too much. I saw Bumblebee. That's one Autobot certain. Jazz is dead by deadlock servos, while Prime and the other 2 are unaccounted for. For all we know, they're offline and Bumblebee is a lone survivor.
Why don't you show us where they crashed so we can take a look?
And what if we roll up on this ship and find Optimus Prime still functional? None of us can take him on. If Prime lives, we're doomed without Megatron.
Before I left my pod, I used the instruments to locate the crash sites of the others. I was shown 7 locator beacons.
7 beacons doesn't prove Megatron survived. He could easily be one of the Autobots.
I agree. Our best course of action right now is to launch a preemptive strike on the Autobots and terminate anyone we find at that crash site. We can worry about Megatron later.
That's such a good idea. Like Knockout said, we show up, get our tailpipes handed to us by Optimus Prime. There's no one left to get Megatron out of his pod. Assuming he hasn't already gotten out.
He'd be here if he were able.
With that logic, it could also mean he's offline. I'm not gonna go after any Autobots until we're sure of what we're going up against.
I don't care how many are left or who's left. I'll blow up any Autobot I see.
Jumping into conflict without knowing your enemy's numbers is foolish.
We won't need to know their numbers if we just blow up what's left of their ship.
Enough! We'll get nowhere bickering about where Megatron may be or how many Autobots we have to snuff. Barricade, you know where the class site is. You can lead me and any Decepticon who's not scared of Optimus Prime's ghost there, so we can recon the area and gather intelligence.
Works for me. Who's in?
Me. I'm itching to blow something up.
In the interest of reconnaissance, you should stay behind. That Earth tank isn't something that's commonly seen driving down the streets of human settlements. Deadlock, come with Barricade and me. Nitro, you and the others get working on a temporary base setup.
Can do, Commander.
Let's go.
So, robot funeral? Do you cremate your dead? Bury them? Is he even dead or just turned off?
How about I turn you off?
Whoa, sorry, just asking questions. Didn't mean to be disrespectful.
I know, I'm sorry.
On Cybertron, we'd place him in a mausoleum. But here, I don't know. When he's ready, we will place him where we found him and seal it off.
What room was that, anyway?
The storage closet. Kept tools for engine repair in there.
So we're just gonna leave him in a storage closet?
Do you have any other suggestions, Bumblebee? We can't bury him. The humans will just dig him up again. They're going to find this ship eventually anyway, so we'll probably have to abandon it sooner or later. What are we going to do with the human?
Wipe his mind, set him on his way.
I doubt we can access his neural net the way we can ours. That's probably not an option. We'll have to monitor him, but from a distance. I don't want any humans involved for their own safety, but we just can't abandon him when he knows so much already.
Hey,
Hey?
it's an Earth greeting.
Oh, hey.
I'm sorry about your friend.
Thanks. I'm sorry about yours.
Thanks. So you Cybertronians can be just as violent as us humans, I guess. Sliced apart? Pretty brutal.
Yeah. Deadlock is a master swordsbot. He excels at dismemberment.
Deadlock?
A Decepticon assassin. He's one of their best fighters, and He's out there somewhere on this planet.
Hope I never meet him.
I hope you don't either.
This is it.
Barricade. Look.
What you find, Deadlock?
Cybertronian.
It's Berserker. Or what's left of him.
I do not recognize these vehicle pieces.
Berserker was online and took an Earth form.
One Autobot could not have done this on their own.
Bumblebee must not be alone then.
I urge caution. Let's remain outside and wait to see what emerges.
Hiding in the shadows. A coward's tactic!
You'd know. I agree with Deadlock, however. Charging in won't end well without support from the others. They can't hide in there forever. Eventually they'll come out, and we can strike.
Fine. Wait if you must, but keep me appraised.
I'll remain around here. See what you can find in the nearby settlement. Between last I checked and now, the Autobots may have left.
I'll report if I find anything.
Farewell, old friend. May you find peace within the Allspark.
Gonna miss you, buddy.
He was a good comrade. A better friend.
He didn't deserve this. No one who's fallen on Deadlock's blades has. I'm going to make sure Jazz's death wasn't in vain. The Decepticons won't get the chance to destroy another world.
Well said, Bumblebee. As much as it pains me, we don't have time to grieve. We must focus our attention on more pressing matters.
My condolences.
Thank you, Sam. You've been very understanding of our situation. But for your own safety, I feel it's best for you to return to your home.
I agree. Could I get a ride?
Of course. Bumblebee will escort you.
Thanks. Good luck with your saving the world mission.
Bumblebee's leaving the ship. I'm going to tell him.
Thanks for the ride.
No problem.
I hope you guys stay safe. You seem like really cool people.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Yeah, so, see you around?
I'm guessing that's an Earth term for goodbye.
Pretty much.
Then yeah, I'll see you around.
Sam?
Oh, hey Dad.
I didn't realize you were out.
Yeah, I couldn't sleep.
Who was that you were with?
Oh, just an old friend from high school. We reconnected after Dustin's accident.
I understand. Want to help me with this?
Sure.
Hand me those spark plugs, will ya?
Any particular ones? There's a bunch in here.
Just any will do. You know, I never told you where I got that nickname.
I just figured it came from Leonard or something.
Nope, your mother.
Really? Mom gave you that nickname?
Yep, I was your age. Your grandpa's car wouldn't start, and we realized it needed new spark plugs, so you had me walk into town and pick up some replacements. I walked in the shop, there was your mom standing behind the counter, the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. So beautiful, in fact, that I couldn't answer when she asked if she could help me with anything. I managed to stammer spark plugs and ran as fast as my legs could carry me.
Really? You ran away from Mom?
Yeah, that wasn't my best moment. Thankfully, she ran out after me and made sure I didn't run into traffic. I bought some new spark plugs and went on my way. About a week later, the fan belt on the car went out, so I had to run to town again to get a replacement. Walked in, and there she was. She smiled and said to me, "Spark plug?" And I said, "No, fan belt." And a week later, we started going out. Year after that, we were married, and pretty soon you came along. Every year for our anniversary, she got me a box of spark plugs, and of course the whole town heard the story, so the name stuck.
Wish I remembered her.
She would have loved to see you grow up, Sam. She would have loved to see this stupid thing start running again, too.
Why? So you'd actually get some sleep for once?
No, because this is the car that kept breaking down on your grandfather and I that led to Judy and I meeting.
Wait, seriously? This is that car?
Yep. Your granddad assured me before he died that it worked perfectly when he drove it off the lot in the late 1960s. But by the 1980s, well...
Why am I just now hearing this story?
Because I never felt like you needed it. You've always been fine until recently. When you lose someone close to you, whether they be a spouse or a best friend, it hurts. and it will for a long time to come. But there will come a time when you need to be happy again, because they'd want that. When that time comes, the best thing you can do is remember them. That's why I spend time out here with this car. Helps me remember your mom. It'll get better, son. When you're ready to come back to work, you know everyone will be there for you, and we'll remember Destin for who we know he was. Okay?
Thanks, Dad.
No problem. Now, see if you can't get some sleep.
Okay, I will. Love you.
Love you too.
Critter okay? Made it in safe and cool?
Yeah, he's fine.
In that case, let's discuss our next course of action. The Decepticons must be stopped. Our first course of action should be to track down the escape pods and confirm whether the Decepticons inside have truly escaped.
According to Teletran, the first one is close by, about halfway between this human settlement and the next.
Seems easy enough. Let's go get it.
We'll have to work under the cover of darkness to truly remain undetected. Hound and I will leave immediately. Bumblebee, stay here with Ratchet and monitor us. If the dawn arrives before we come back, you can redirect us to a hiding place until the humans return to their dwellings for the night.
Can do, Prime.
Let's hope whoever was inside the first pod is still there.
Agreed. Hound, let's roll.
Barricade. 2 Autobots just left the crash site. Not Bumblebee. It has to be Prime and the bulky one.
Contact Starscream. You'll want an update.
Morning. I'm surprised you're up.
Well, you start fixing bacon, and that grabs my attention.
There's some of the skillets still, so help yourself. Leonard wants me to come in early today and help out with some paperwork stuff, so I'm about to take off. Can you do me a favor and take care of the trash here in a bit?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks. See ya, kiddo.
Can I help you with something, officer?
Were you with the yellow vehicle last night?
Yeah. My friend owns it. Dropped me off late.
Yup. Empty, all right.
Ratchet, we have located the first pod. It appears to be empty.
Understood. I'll mark it off the list.
What now, boss?
We need to remove it and bring it back with us.
How are we pulling that off?
I do not know. Ratchet, how do we remove this container from the ground?
Well, I don't know. We didn't have problems like these back on Cybertron. How is it in the ground?
It's like half and half out.
Have you tried pulling it?
No, let's try that.
I'm at a loss.
Maybe we could ask Sam.
Better than anything I've got.
Okay, I'll drive over there and ask.
What the?
Finally.
Oh my.
Make it easy on yourself, creature, and tell me what I want to know.
What do you want to know?
The Autobots. What's their plan? I spotted you with their scouts, so you've met them. Tell me what they're going to do. Tell me how many of them are alive. What defenses are operable in their ship? What disguises have they taken? I want everything.
Well, I only just met them last night.
Everything!
No stalling.
I don't know anything. There's 4 of them. Bumblebee, the Prime one, a doctor, and a fat one. I don't have their names down yet.
So, they have a medic. What are their disguises?
B is a yellow car, but I don't know what the others are.
Anything else?
No.
Pathetic. You had the opportunity to learn their weaknesses, to exploit, and you gathered next to nothing? Not even their names? I terminate you right now, but I think I'll wait until I can make sure you're telling me everything.
Okay, that's fine. Longer to live, yay.
Psst! Sam, Anyone here? These things weren't tipped over the last time I saw them. Oh no. Prime! Hound!
This is Prime. Go ahead.
I think Sam has been taken by the Decepticons.
What? How would they?
I don't know, but if he has, then the con who took him might be from the pod you're at since it's close by. Can you track the occupant from there?
I just turned on the tracker. Ratchet!
Triangulating the signal now. Whoever it is, I've got their coordinates. Sending them your way, Bumblebee.
We're heading there too. The pod can wait. If Sam's in danger, we'll be there to help.
Boss, I think we may have our own problems.
As always, Prime, you prove to be a challenge to terminate.
Starscream.
Oh good, a fast-moving target to shoot at.
Where Megatron failed, I will succeed. This world is doomed, Prime!
I will not allow you Decepticons to desecrate another world.
Prepare to join the Allspark, Prime!
This is what's been giving you trouble.
No trouble. I just want another interrogation expert to determine he doesn't have any intel left to give.
Doesn't look that bad to me.
I stepped on one when I woke up. They collapsed and splurted all sorts of filthy fluids. Disgusting. They're soft-shelled.
I'll keep that in mind.
What?
You have to speak to them in their own language. They're too primitive to understand ours.
Hello.
Hello?
I am a deception.
You mean Decepticon?
Yes, sorry. I am not used to your language.
No problem, I guess. I'm Sam.
Sam, will you please tell us all you know about the Autobots that have arrived here on your planet?
Well, like I told your angry buddy over there, there's 4 of them. That's basically all I know. Can I ask you something?
Go ahead. It's only fair.
Okay, why do you hate the Autobots?
An interesting question. Part of the reason is our war.
Yeah, I heard about that part. The Autobots said you wanted to wipe out all organic life in existence.
A tad hyperbolic. We only wanted justice for the crimes committed against our race. The Autobots in the ruling council didn't think the enemy deserved to be punished, and they resisted our peaceful coup.
The Autobots said your leader killed the entire ruling family or something.
Ruling council, like I said. They resisted. If they hadn't, then they would not be dead.
So you're cool with humanity then, since we haven't done anything to you then, right?
No, of course.
Okay, chat time is over. Think he knows anything else?
I don't think so.
Maybe you should try one of those.
That won't be necessary.
Right then. Thanks for the help. I'll go ahead and terminate it then.
Why?
It's an enemy combatant.
It's just an alien that before we got here was doing nothing but living its life.
Yes, but it made contact with the Autobots. That makes him our enemy.
He cooperated with us. We didn't have to torture it. There's no need to terminate it. It wouldn't be a mercy kill. Let it go.
So we can report back to the Autobots? I don't think so. I'm going to blast it.
Why? It's not a quintessence. It's done nothing to us. If you kill it, it's murder.
We're not known to the major population right now, but what if that changes? What if the Autobots recruit the human armies before we can? Killing them is a preemptive strike.
I have no problem with attacking beings that attack me first, but this one has shown no aggression. By the moral rules of combat, we must set it free. It is the honorable thing to do.
This isn't about honor, this is about survival!
Well, Scrap.
Autobot! Don't let him get away!
Oh, that hurt!
Yeah, that's right! Run away!
I do not think that is his plan. Let him go, Hound. With the pod gone, we can focus our efforts on finding Sam.
Bumblebee has him, but he is being chased. I'm sending you his coordinates. They're heading your way.
Roll out.
Let's not make this difficult, Autobot. Surrender quietly, and I'll assure you that both your deaths will be painless.
Oh, like Jazz's was.
He made the mistake of facing me. Don't make the same.
Sam, hide.
You just had to choose the hard way.
Thanks for meeting us in the middle. 2-on-1? That doesn't seem fair.
3-on-2 isn't much better. Until next time, Autobots.
You know, I had them on the ropes.
Yeah, I could tell.
Hello, Sam.
Hi again.
I apologize for the circumstances we've put you in. Would you like to return home?
Yeah, I've had enough excitement for one day, and it's not even lunchtime yet.
I don't think they followed us.
What's the matter with you? If you'd let me kill the human, we would have been gone before the scout even got there. The humans will take us out the first chance they get, so we need to make sure to get them before they get us. You need to get your processor straight and remember whose side you're on.
Thanks for the rescue.
I'm sorry that your association with us has put you in danger.
It's fine. It's not anyone's fault.
Nevertheless, I feel you'd be unsafe remaining on your own, so I'm going to assign Bumblebee to be your guardian until further notice.
Watch the human. Easy.
The Decepticons know where you reside, so they will surely try another stunt like this at some point in the future. When not needed elsewhere, you can come to the Ark for better protection.
Thanks for the invite. I'll make sure to drop in whenever I can.
Keep a close optic on them, Bumblebee.
Alright, see you two later.
What is this place? It's a naturally made hollow in the side of this pathetic mountain range.
I thought it would be best to have a common rendezvous point for us to stay at when not in combat.
Yes, a base of operations to plan our conquest would be fine. We can upgrade it later with some technology. Though, has anyone heard from Barricade and Deadlock?
We're back. Nice place we've got here.
What have you to report?
We're up against 4 Autobots. They've made contact with at least one of the locals, and they're presumably using the crash site as a base since we saw them leaving it. They also managed to track me somehow. Our escape pods must have implanted us with trackers, so we'll need to get them removed so we can stay undetected.
Forget about that! Optimus Prime lives! Yes, Knockout, but not for much longer. I nearly terminated him, and I won't rest until the job is done.
So what's next then? Full-scale assault?
Of course not, you idiot. We have to be stealthy before we can be vicious. The Autobots will no doubt track down our escape pods and attempt to secure them. So, we go to them first and lay in wait. Ambush and surprise will be our allies, and we will watch their empty shells burn in the fires of our glorious conquest!
And finding Megatron will be somewhere on this to-do list, I take it.
Yes, we'll find Megatron.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, is your friend from high school staying over for dinner?
What?
His car is sitting in the drive.
Oh, you know what? He gave it to me. He had been saving up some money and decided to get a new one, so he gave me the old one.
Just like that?
Yeah, just like that.
So you didn't have to pay or anything?
Nope. He said it was a gift.
Well, I ought to shake this man's hand for doing that. When can I see him?
He left town today. He was just visiting, so he left.
Oh. Well, if you have a car, we could use some eggs, and I've been out in the heat all day, so...
Run to the store and pick up some eggs. Got it, Dad.
Problem?
Nope. We need to run to the store and pick up some eggs.
Oh, okay. Eggs. I can do that. Hop in.
Hello? Hello? Yeah, it's Ron Witwicky. You wanted to know if I'd noticed anything strange about my son. Ah, yes. Tell me everything.